you thought Game of Thrones invented the Red Wedding, you're wrong, because centuries before, George R. Martin wrote about betrayal and blood. Scotland lived it. A real event, darker, colder, and far more horrifying. It was called the Black Dinner, a feast soaked in lies, a night when loyalty died at the king's table. This is the real Red Wedding. The year is 1440. Scotland stands divided. A kingdom ruled not by peace, but by power. The king, James II, is only 10 years old. A child on a throne built from fear. And in the shadows around him, men whisper. Men who crave control. Men who fear anyone stronger than themselves. At the top of that list, the Douglas clan. Young, noble, dangerous. Their leader, William Douglas, 16 years old. Beside him, his brother David. Their family's name commands respect, and that makes them enemies. To the men surrounding the king, the Douglases are not allies, they are threats. And so, the plan is born. A plan dressed in silk, hidden behind smiles. A plan to destroy through friendship. One autumn evening, a message arrives. It carries the royal seal of Edinburgh Castle. The boy king invites the Douglas brothers to dine with him. A royal feast to celebrate peace between the crown and the clan. How could they refuse? They accept, of course. After all, what danger could come from a dinner with a child king? They dress in their finest clothes and ride towards their destiny. The castle is warm, bright, alive with laughter. The torches dance, wine flows freely. At the head of the table, the young king, smiling innocently. He has no idea what's about to happen. The feast begins. Cheerful, loud, full of false warmth. But slowly, the mood shifts. Laughter fades. Eyes turn cold. The air grows heavy. The hall falls silent. Then, the great doors slam shut. Moments later, servants appear. They carry a large silver platter. They place it before the king. He hesitates, then lifts the lid. Inside, a severed black bull's head, the ancient Scottish symbol of death. The signal has been given. The brothers freeze. They know exactly what it means. The soldiers move in. The king screams, his voice cracking, "Stop, please." But no one listens. The Douglas brothers are dragged from their seats, their cries echoing down the stone corridors. The feast turns into chaos. The fire roars, the music dies. In the courtyard, the cold wind cuts like a blade. Torches flicker. The brothers are forced to their knees. There is no trial, no mercy, and with a single command, their heads fall. Blood splashes against the stones of Edinburgh Castle. A night of laughter ends in silence. The Black Dinner is complete. By morning, the castle stands quiet. The Douglases are gone, but their death has set Scotland on fire. The Douglas clan swears vengeance. Their allies rise. Wars erupt. The blood of two boys becomes the spark of generations of conflict. Even the young king, haunted by guilt, grows up twisted by fear. Years later, he repeats the cycle. He murders another Douglas lord with his own hands. Because once betrayal begins, it never ends. Centuries pass, and the story of that night becomes legend. Then, in the modern age, it's reborn. Author George R. Martin takes the real horrors of Scottish history, the Black Dinner of 1440 and the Massacre of Glencoe in 1692, and fuses them into one unforgettable moment: the Red Wedding. When trust becomes a weapon, when guests become victims, when loyalty dies with the final toast. That scene shocked the world because it felt real, and it was. The Black Dinner isn't just a story about kings and clans. It's about us. It's about jealousy, the kind that burns through families. It's about fear that turns friends into enemies. It's about ambition, the hunger that devours everything, even honor. The castles may be gone, the swords rusted, but the darkness, it's still here, in boardrooms, in politics, in every place where power tempts the human heart. So the next time you watch Game of Thrones and the Red Wedding makes your blood run cold, remember, it wasn't just fiction, it was history. A dinner that began with laughter and ended in blood. The night when the walls of Edinburgh Castle whispered and the ghosts of betrayal were born. This was the Black Dinner, the real-life Red Wedding of Scotland.